The judges will be looking for your use of color and how true you stay to the American traditional style. You have 5 hours to complete your design. The clock starts now.
It's American traditional, real simple. It's got to be bold.
My pasty skin finally comes in handy for something.
My goal is in 5 hours, get done about 5 tattoos.
Josh took the easy route. You know, he basically just looked at like the most basic version of traditional tattoos and just redrew them. It's kind of like taking a gamble. I think the judges are going to tear him up for just taking the easy way out. There's like basic color palette for American traditional tattoos: red, green, golden, yellow, black. I mean, I really don't want to use just those basic colors.
Shane used a color palette that wouldn't even have been around in old American traditional days. I'm really looking forward to maybe seeing him get a bad critique for once.
Shane, you get to do a lot of this stuff?
Nah, it's challenging to keep it simple. That's the challenge, you know?
I am miserable at what I'm seeing out here today. It's about putting in a clean line once, not going over it and sculpting it and doing all these little tricks to make it look right.
Shane, you're up first. You had first choice after the Flash Challenge, and you picked this client.
I basically liked his idea the most. It's like very traditional elements: snake, dagger, and skull.
One thing that makes traditional colors seem bright is the heavy contrast. I wish that the line work was bold, and I wish that the black was heavy to give this thing strength as a solid design. And we're not looking for soft, smooth blending here. We're looking for traditional.
Shane, I'm with Oliver. You going at it with the light blues or like the light opaquish gray in the shading and the skull and stuff, that part's driving my eye crazy.
This obviously is not your best challenge of this competition.
We'll start with the Flash Challenge, a skills test where the winner will gain the advantage going into the Elimination Tattoo. The Elimination Tattoo decides who stays and who goes home. You'll want any advantage that you can get. This week, we're establishing a baseline of your skills by testing your fundamentals. It's the basics of tattooing. You must tattoo a snake and a dagger.
I just want to see clean outline, solid color. If you can't give the judges fundamentals, then you got to get off the ship.
I don't tattoo snakes and daggers very often, but it's really easy to draw. I mean, like, how hard could it be?
Oh, man.
Seriously? That sucks.
I've been tattooing for a long time. I've never squirted myself in the face with ink. She's got some problems.
This is pretty awesome. I'm sitting there half blind looking like a douchebag.
All right, guys, you got 2 hours left.
What kind of stuff do you primarily like to do?
Oh, I guess new school. It's not my forte, man. Old school is not my shit.
CJ, you can't be excited about this.
No, it threw me for a loop.
I'm glad to see, though, that you did have some black left over. It's real dark.
The design of the snake, it looks like this is one snake and then this is a totally different snake going on here. A little strange.
Mark.
Solid black areas in this design definitely make it look like this is a cover-up. I feel like I gotta point out that you have a pretty sweet snake head tattooed on your own neck. One would assume that you would get a look at that every day in the mirror.
I have no excuses.
So, Mike, how was this to work with?
It was a struggle every step of the way.
I've seen a lot of drawings that look like dragons in here more than snakes, and this is one of them. I would say the design is just weak.
I went way too big.
The dagger just is mostly lost. You don't have much dagger above the head. You don't have very much dagger below the head.
Don't go for size, because size is not going to win the race.
Tattoo Baby. There's a lot of good shading and dimension and a lot of good color.
I wanted to concentrate more on being able to pack in the color than go so big and not be able to accomplish anything.
Sebastian.
Looks like you can outline pretty well. It's nice to see that it's nice and clean.
Thank you.
Nick.
This is a lot of gap between the open spaces, really no interaction with the dagger and the snake. You didn't give us much to look at.
Jesse. I like the color, man. A lot of contrast.
Well, you definitely have your style. It looks really clean.
I have to take Jesse down. He's going to be a serious competitor in this game.
Lalo.
You packed a lot of color in there. You made it solid wall to wall.
It was more difficult than I thought. I feel like I just jumped and tried to land on my feet.
Clint.
I showed light sources, depth, flow.
This is one of those snakes that looks a little bit like a dragon, but it looks cool.
Steve.
The shading looks smooth. The outline is clean, straight lines and good clean curves. There's a lot of good soft gradation.
Sarah.
The view of the snake was cool. You went at it a different way than everybody else. The Dagger's handle, you could have done a little bit more with it.
Sarah may come off young and innocent, but she nailed her snake. That girl can tattoo. She's gonna be a tough competitor.
After reviewing everyone's work, the judges have come to a decision. The winner of this flash challenge is Jesse.
I'm really excited to win the first flash challenge, but now I have a big target on my back.
Clean. What style and subject will you tattoo?
I'm gonna do a new school snake and dagger and skull thrown in there somewhere.
If I do my style, nobody can say about it because it's all me. I'm gonna show the world exactly what my art looks like.
We're gonna do a snake, a skull, and a dagger.
Okay.
I'm doing new school, full color, snake, skull, and dagger. Super strong and powerful.
Oh, what are you coming to rub it in my face that you guys already made it to the finale?
Absolutely. What you got going on here, man?
I'm gonna kind of do this snake kind of guy.
I want to see something here real quick. Let me see turn your paper how it is.
What?
I think you should draw it right side up and then turn it upside down.
Yeah, I probably will.
Oh, okay.
How the hell is Anthony gonna give me advice on Clean Rock 1 style when I had to walk that guy through half the tattoos he did this season?
I'm just sketching.
Oh, okay.
Give me a break. Like, go stick to your black and gray, all right? This is my thing. This is gonna be the best tattoo I've ever done in my life. I'm putting it all on the table right now.
One of you will move on to fight for the title of Ink Master, and for one of you, this is the end of the line. It's time to see how you did. Clean, let's start with you.
Some definite shining moments to this thing. Technically, very smooth application of color. The skull is the best part of the tattoo. I love the detail in the skull. I love the color in the skull. I love the idea of it upside down. But from a distance, this thing is pretty weird. The dagger is very hidden, and I thought you were gonna be able to do a kick-ass snake drawing.
I think it's a kick-ass snake drawing.
I don't really like the connection of the snake head to the neck, the harsh overbite and weak power to the lower jaw. This thing just looks kind of goofy.
The placement of the eye on this thing is what changes the dynamic of the face. The eye's just floating center part. Slide that eye back a little more and put it where it would go, and then it's not as debatable why the head looks so crazy.
It's an artist's rendering.
The body of the snake looks like a limp water balloon folding over everywhere.
Like a fat python.
It could have been a lot tougher.
All right, guys, do we have a decision?
For me, man, I think if either one of these guys would have come with the bulletproof drawing, it would have put them ahead. James' tattoo is too complex, Clean's tattoo is too simple.
But there's no doubt that it's a snake.
The majority of this tattoo is the blue water balloon that bubbles around everywhere. James's tattoo overall gives a more interesting tattoo.
From here to there, all I can see is really bright color to the left, and then I see just maroon to the right.
The judges have decided. Clean. You are headed to the live finale. Congratulations, man.
Hey, god damn it.
This tag team face-off, your competitors assigned you American traditional snakes. Fail, and your shop will be eliminated. You have 6 hours, and your time starts now.
All right. On over.
American traditional is difficult because most of these tattooers don't come up learning it.
DJ, hold the sides of it real quick. I thought it needed to be tilted more. No.
Snakes are difficult because the belly, the face, the scales, they're all moving and all have to move in cohesion.
Perfect. Okay.
This should be a real kicker here because we see people these up all the time.
Here we go.
Doing your sticker tattoos, dude.
I think American Traditional is a good challenge to show what everybody's made of, but it also plays to Black Cobra and Golden Skull strengths.
I think a couple of the teams in the house are not necessarily real great at this, so
I hope that Golden Skull does well, because I still want to see Clean on stage, and I want to kick his ass in front of 1 million people.
I think Golden Skull has the strongest design.
We did see Baba do that peony though, and that was super, super clean.
With snakes, I was really trying to give DJ something that he could show off with, and he kills it at snakes.
I think it looks sick.
I think it looks awesome.
Yeah.
That's a nice knife.
Most of the American traditional snakes and daggers that I see, the daggers are straight. I think doing a curved dagger is a bad idea. I'm just trusting DJ in this one.
Work the direction of the pepper if you can.
Any tiny misstep can take you out of the finale, so this is do or die.
Yeah.
It's a snake. You don't need a weird dagger that looks like an owl.
What red is that? DJ made it.
As usual, DJ created this entire tattoo and Bubba just went for the ride. If there was a way to ride someone's coattails out the door, this is the way you're gonna do it.
Old Town Ink.
Love the belly on this Cobra. The little fanciness around the belly plate where you double line. It's badass. But one issue that I have is if you're gonna have a weapon, would you put your knife blade facing the front of your hand that you would grab it for, or would you put the handle facing the direction so you can use it?
That's my fault. Bubba wanted to do a straight dagger. I was like, nah, that fits the S-curve of the thigh.
I think you just got a couple of hiccups in this one.
You have 6 hours to face off in a head-to-head grudge match, and your time starts now.
Sticking that in there. Oh yeah, that's beautiful, dude. Yeah, show him what's up, dude.
I don't do American traditional. The only way that I can beat Tony at his own game is to be cleaner than him, be more saturated than him, and have a cleaner design.
I knew you were gonna bring it, man.
I respect that a lot.
That's what I wanted. I didn't want a landslide. I wanted someone who was gonna make me work for it, even at my own game. I chose Tim because he's a great tattooer.
Tim's is pretty simple, but it's definitely smooth and solid, so don't give him any reason to say nothing, you know?
Yeah. I want to be the one that takes Tim out. I don't care how good you can draw. I'll look you in the eye and I'll say I'm a better tattooer than you.
I feel like right now, Tony's crossing the country in an airplane, and Tim's in a hot air balloon.
Slow and steady wins the race, bud.
Tony and Tim. Tony, you called out Tim. Let's take a look at your tattoo first.
First off, I like the layout and the fullness of the tattoo. It has a nice shape to it. One of the areas that I think is kind of weird is going to be the red belly, red hood. You get a little unsaturated. Overall, though, I think the look of traditional in this is solid. I like the style of handle you did. I like the ribbing on it. It has a pretty heavy look.
You got a strong outline here, bold, simple, legible. Tough tattoo, man. I really like it.
Thank you.
Let's move on to Tim.
The black in this tattoo is very nice. You're definitely solid black, you're definitely saturated, you're definitely up to your line. Your red seems to be very saturated. You do have a very clean outline on this. I just wish you had a little bolder of an outline. A bolder line would have pushed this thing a lot further, made it a lot tougher, a lot stronger. As far as hitting the style of the traditional, you sticking with just black, red, and yellow, you showed us that you can just do it solid and clean.
All right, guys, time to determine a winner.
I wish Tony's red was that solid, saturated, punched-in red that Tim had. But as far as the dynamics of the drawing, Tony has a little bit heavier, bolder look than what Tim pulls off. I'm leaning towards Tony.
Overall, the whole look of the tattoo, I also side with Tony.
The judges have decided the winner of this grudge match is Tony. Congratulations, Tony. That means you are safe from elimination.
You made me work harder than I thought.
All right, man.
He has my respect.